the problems which you are facing. Okay, I got some queries from the participant, and some of I have sort out, but still there might be some problems with the other participants also. But I think I don't know whether you trying this content or not. The thing is that first I would like to share my screen. This is the entire screen. Okay, and this is our WhatsApp group, right? So the first problem is that the content which I shared in the WhatsApp group, mainly these files. Okay, and some of the participant trying to open this file by using other tool. Actually, you can see the extension of this file .r. .r is the extension. .csv and .csv, it means these are the data file where we have the data set we want to use. Okay, and .r, 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 these files are programming files. So first we need to download, and you can see I am downloading these files in my system. And also you can download. I download this file, this file, this file, and this file, and this file. Okay, so all these files are in my download directory. Come back to my download directory, this one, and here you can see that all the files which I download are available at this place. What I will do, I will keep all these files cut from this place, and I will create one folder. Anywhere I create this folder in this directory. Okay, and suppose that I have the folder, this one. Okay, so all these files are in this directory. Now you will open these files from R programming. How you can do? You will go to from this place. Okay, then go to D drive, and then after these files are in this directory, right? Yes, here you can see all the files are there. Now you can open this file, just select from this place, or you can control. One time you can open only one file. Okay, so just select the file and open it, and this is at the place. Here is the file, read write file. Okay, and now you can use. Now you can use, as I have explained earlier, and you must try in this way. You have to download all the content, and this file, the .r file, will open inside only R by using the RStudio. Okay, so this is the simplest way to use all these file. And in the coming or in today's content which I will share with you after the session, or other any kind of the case study or the other material which we will provide you, always follow this step. Download the content from the WhatsApp group, or otherwise I will try to create one Google Drive folder, and I will upload all this content day wise, and there will be shared with you. But you have to download accordingly and follow this instruction, and there will be no issue to use. Okay. So any other doubt related to how you can use these files, you can ask from me, and I have repeat the same. Also, any question, please? I think there is no, this is the simple way, and you can follow it very easily. Now, today also I share one file with you. That is very interesting and very useful to all the participants, and a lot of time required to prepare this file. Okay, so the file is this one, inbuilt function in R programming, how you can use and how this can be beneficial for you. And you will, whenever you will go through this file, okay, I tried to collect all the inbuilt functions which are available in the R programming. Okay, and earlier we discussed how you can install the required package. Okay, but this file will help you to learn R programming more than 70%. Actually, the thing is that uh, these content I prepared step by step. Okay, so these are the steps. What are the core base functions, input output of operations, subsetting, indexing technique, apply family of functions, mathematical and statistical functions, random number generation and probability distribution, statistical test and modeling. Okay, along with I tried to, I put everything with example. Okay, so here you can see, uh, you ask from me what is the C function. Okay, C function, which is the combined value into the vector. This is the description about the function. What is the purpose of the function? Then how you can use along with example. Okay, so all the examples are put inside in the boxes. You will, if you want to use, then you can copy from this place. Okay, or either you can enter this statement, then use the print statement, and this is the output value. This will be the output values. Similarly, actually these are about 37 pages. Okay, so you must actually within the 1 hour or 2 hours or within 1 week or 1 month, all the things are not possible to cover everything, but depend upon your working area. Okay, all the formulas or the functions which are available in this file, we are not able to remember everything, but I am also not able. But when we start to work and what type of the functions are required, these are the basic functions which we can be familiar easily. But as soon as you will go to the other areas like mathematical functions or statistical functions, actually there are huge functions which are highly useful. Then there will be some like machine learning functions. Okay, so according to you will start to use them, and you must try these functions one by one, or according to your time availability. Okay, so as soon as you will work on this file, these functions will be familiar, and whenever you want to work in any area and you need to help for that particular which type of the functions are available, you can use this file anytime, and you can open this file in your mobile. Okay, so this is a 24 by 7 facility available. So this file is more useful for learning or programming. Actually, just you need to understand the syntax and the functions which are inbuilt and how you can use. So in this file, I almost all the functions with example are given. So this will make your learning more easy. And I think this type of the file, you don't get from anywhere. There is no source, so that you can get all the functions in the single file. So lot of time required to prepare this file, and this will make your learning quite easy. Okay, so I hope you will try, and some of the functions we have already tried. Okay, so all the functions name are given here, and then how you can use the examples are there respectively. Okay, so you must keep this file in your data set. So whenever you need, you can follow this file, and this will help you in many ways in your learning. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, so uh, this file you must follow so that you can have more understanding. Okay, now I hope that you will try. and for the machine learning, statistical method, everything is there. And also there are some more interesting examples related to the graphics, which you can see at the end. Iterations, functions programming, and then you can see at the end some graphic functions are there. These are some mathematical functions, okay, and examples are there. Trigonometric functions are there, okay. We did not discuss about the trigonometric functions and how we can use, how we can call them. So examples are there, okay. And here are the you must try this part. This part everyone must try. Matrix and linear algebra. Actually, the thing is that matrix play very important role in data science, data analytic. Okay, actually the data is available in the form of matrix. So if you are familiar with the matrix operations, you can easily apply these functions in data analytic. Okay, so you must try these content and must go through. I'm not saying that you must cover all the entire content in the single day. You no one can cover, but slowly, whenever you have time and you want to learn something, must go through, and this will help you when you are doing some experiment. You need to apply. So all the functions are available in the single file, and also you can see the chi-square distribution, their types, and different functions are there. Examples we have put at this place, okay, and how you can use these distributions. And distribution functions play very important role in data analytic, data science, and even machine learning models if you want to create, okay. So all type of the distributions which are required for our study, whether the study is related to the health science, social science, you can say the business, analytic, etc. So all these distributions play very important role to check the data type, its data cleaning, data preparing. So this will help you. And today I will try to present one data and how all these functions will help you. Okay, so here also at the end we have some graphic functions are there. Yeah, you can see these are the graphic functions to plot the graph, and with examples are given here. Okay, so you can try all these. So this is all about the file which I share and how you can use. The most important thing is that along with the function, why it is required, where you will apply, and example. Okay, how you can apply. So everything is there inside this file, and I hope that whenever you will face some challenges, you need example, follow this file, and more than 70% learning about the R programming you can get from this file. Only these functions are very important. There are two things, uh, three, four things. One is how you can install the R programming. Then what are the interface of the R programming, how you can install the data, how you can give the statement. Okay, so once you are able to use the functions, the other thing is your prompts and how you can sort out the prompts. Okay, along with if there is some challenge, we can take help a little bit from the ChatGPT. And still, if you have any challenge, you can contact us. We are here to help you. So now I want to close this file, and you can get this file from your uh, WhatsApp group. Okay. So now we have one more file which I want to cover here. I can have the file which is inside. Okay, I have to come back to the directory, uh, this one, then this one, and this one. Yes. So here in the last lecture, I opened by default any file where you can see this function set.seed123. What is the meaning of this one and how we can use? Okay, so sometimes we are creating some random numbers or the values. So R uses a random number generated RNG whenever you do something random like sampling, shuffling simulations. Okay, whenever we don't have any data set, then we can create randomly. And in the last lecture, you can see some examples which we use some random data. Okay, yes. So normally, every time you run the code, you may get a different random result. So when we create a random data set and every time when we will run the code, we have different data set. Okay. So to set this type of the problem, we can use set seed 123, and this will fix the random generator in a way that the result can be repeated. Okay, the number 123 is arbitrary. Any integer can be used as a seed. So without we can see the example. So first example is that, so when you will use this function, each time when you will use the random number, each time by using this function we have the fixed random number. Okay, see this example. I have a sample 1 to 10 and 5 numbers we want to generate, which will be live between 1 to 10. Okay, and control enter. We have, you can see at the console, numbers are 5, 8, 4, 7, 10. And if I will again run the code, you can see I have now 2, 1, 9, 3, 8. The numbers are different. Okay, now we have 6, 5, 7, 1, 2. So each time we have the 5 digit but different value. Okay. So each time when you will run this sample data, you have different. But if you want to fix this problem, then we have to use this set.seed123. Okay. So when I will run this one and see, we are doing the same experiment. Okay, the values are 3, 10, 2, 8, 6. Okay, again see, we have the same value 3, 10, 2, 8, 6. See, again you have to run these two both statement. Okay, see once again, set seed then sample, we have the same values. If you will try to run this statement only, these are now different. Okay, since now we have this new statement and which is independent from the previous one. Okay, so first you have to run this part, then this one. Okay, and sometimes also you can run this, select these two statement and run from this place. Okay, you will have the same value.
Sir, sorry to
Yes, ma'am.
disrupt, but mine is not working like that.
Not working.
Not working, sir. Set dot seed 123 and then
uh,
sample, and it's still changing again and again.
you have to run this statement, you have to run both the statement, select these
I
two
did, sir,
and run. You can see I
and
have
run.
3, 10, 2, 8, 6. Each time when I will run, you can see 3, 10, 2, 8, 6. No changing.
So I'm sending a screenshot in the chat box. Please look at it if you can.
Uh, Chat box
It's
or WhatsApp?
the chat box, sir.
Okay. Chat box. Good evening, all of you. And in my system, not opening, sir. Okay. Is there any error?
No, sir, no error. It's going on normally, but it's not changing even after doing set seed 123.
Uh, Madam, see once
Hanji,
again.
sir.
See, if you are selecting these two both the statement, see once again. Okay, I have
Hmm.
selected these two statement, and you will run from this place. Okay, this is the one
Okay,
way.
select. and run.
Yeah.
And again, okay. Okay,
You can
sir.
run every time. Each time
Okay,
when
sir. I
you
was
run,
doing single.
yeah, see once again. The one way is you have to select both the statement, okay? And you can run
Yes,
from
sir.
this.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Each time this will return the same value.
Yes,
If
sir.
you will select this statement only, you can see here, and I will run, and every time you can see I have different values. We have different values, right? If
Got it, sir. I was doing individually.
yeah, if your cursor is at this place and you will enter, okay, then enter, we have the same value. But if you what was the problem with you? First time you run this like in this way, your cursor is at the first statement set dot seed, and you control plus enter, then control plus enter, then again you tried control plus enter, and the value was different.
Yes, I did the same.
Okay, so if you are entering one by one, then again your cursor must be at a space and you have the same value. Got it?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So sometimes if you want to run the all the statement all together, you will select all the statement which whatever you have in the script file. You need to select all the file, and then you can run from this place. All the statement will run simultaneously. Okay. And you have automatically the output. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Any other participant, if you have any doubt or question, please feel free to ask. Okay. Yes. So now I would like to cancel this file. Okay. And here, yeah, you can see here is interesting data set. Okay, many things we have discussed, and now this is time to use how you can perform this type of the problem. Okay. Please, there are two participants who want to enter. Admit them, Dr. Puja or Dr. Uttam. Okay,
Yes, yes, it's
take sure. Yes. So when we have any kind of the data set inside the CSV file, and data cleaning and statistical analysis using CSV file is crucial part of any data science or analytic project. So we have the some below a step-by-step guide using R programming to demonstrate this process. We are using here in built data set of empty cars. Okay, so first we will use it and see this is the first step, load the required packages. So here, if this package is not available, so we have to install, and I know this package is already installed. If not, we can install. Okay, control and enter. So yes, first I need to check whether this package is there inside my the system or not. Okay, so how we can check the packages? Just you will click at this place, okay, and put the name of this package. Okay, copy and then paste here. So here tdverse is there. Okay, so we are not required to install, just we need to use. So all the files which I prepared for you, the required packages are given on the top. You can check whether this package is available in your system or not. If not, then you can run this statement. This will automatically install your package, and then after this statement is required to load the package, so that we can use. Okay, so there then after we are using data empty cars. If you have a CSV file, see, if you have your own dataset CSV file, and you can import the CSV file by following this statement. Okay, and then but we are using inbuilt dataset. Okay, data is equal to empty cars, then control and enter. So if you want to print the data, we can do here. So this is the dataset inside empty cars. You can check from this place. Okay, these are the variables. Now, if you want to check the if you are using the head, so head will return only few rows. Okay, control and enter. These are the few rows you can see. Okay, only 6 rows will be there. Also, you can use here tail function. You can use tail function. So by using the tail function, this will return the last few rows. From the bottom, 6 rows will be there. Okay, and if you are using the head, then top 6 rows. If you are using tail function, then this will return the 6 rows from the bottom or from the last 6 rows from your data set. Okay, then you can check the structure of the data set, which type of the data is there inside your file. So str will check the data structure, and you can see here, yes. So here you can see there are 32 object and 11 variables. There are 11 variables. Okay, and this is the entire information about the data set. Okay, you can see this is the variable and numerical values are there. Okay, so these are the variables where we have the values. Then after you can have we need to check whether there is any missing value or duplicate data. We have discussed in the very beginning, but now we are able to use all these things. How we can clean the data, how we can prepare the data for the data analytic, or we develop for any kind of the like recommendation model or intelligent machine. Okay, so we have to use this step. Also, all these steps we need to follow if you are using the Python. So software doesn't matter. Matter is that what are the processes to use the data set. Whatever you have, you have the primary data or the secondary data set. So these steps everyone have to follow. Okay. In the Python, these are very quite simple. Summary of missing. So there is no function. Okay. Is there any missing value? You will use this is no function. Okay. And we want to collect from how many column wise these values are missing. Okay. So when you will run this statement, call sum, this is the column sum. Column sum means if this variable, we have this variable, okay, and there are 100 values for this variable, and if there are 2 or 3 or 5 values are missing, so this will calculate the missing values and then return the total number of missing values. So see here, when I will run this statement, and you can see that all the variables are returning 0 values. It means there is no missing value corresponding to our respective variables. Okay, and sometimes if there is any missing value, then we can remove that particular variable. Okay, how we can handle the missing value? See, if there is any missing values, okay, so sometimes we can remove the variable, but sometimes the variable is important, or we have to consider for our analytic part. In that case, we can replace the this type of the null values. Okay, The null value means there is no value. Just like if at this place we have 3, but this value is missing. Okay, so in that case, either we have to omit this variable, or we have to replace this value by using, there are different methods. We can use at the place 0 value. We can use the mean of the other values. Okay, what is the mean of the values of the other values? Okay, so by using the mean or median or standard deviation, so by using this type of the getting the value, we can replace the value. Okay, so here we are using NA omit. So by using this function, this will omit the variable from the data set. Okay, and then after we have the remove duplicate. Sometimes when we are getting some data set and there are some duplicate entries. Okay, so in that case, we can use the we can clean the data. Okay, so here you can see this is the data clean, new function is there, sorry, new variable is there. So updated values or the new updated data set, we have data underscore clean. So we want to apply here a new function which is distinct. So by using this distinct function, this will automatically remove the duplicate values from our this data set. Okay, and control enter. Convert the data type. If you need to convert, just like we have the date. Okay, sometimes we need to convert the values of the variable. Okay, or we need to convert the format. So how we can do? So you can see here, we are not using this one, but if it is required for your study, you can use. So this is the way, data from the data clean, we want to replace the date. Okay, or we want to convert the data of date, and here is dot date. Here you will put the data clean, and from the data clean we have the date, and this is the format. Okay, you want to use this format. So according to your need, if you need to convert any value or you want to replace, sometimes suppose that we have values like true false. Okay, but when you are going to apply statistical and true false are in the form of a string, so you have to convert all these values. If you have any remark column is there and the values are in the form of a true false logical values are there, but these are useless because we are not able to apply statistical method there. So what you will do, you will replace the values. Okay, true means 1 and false means 0. So in the place of true false, you can use, you can replace the values 1 and 0. Okay, so that variable can be useful for statistical analysis, or either we can omit the value. But many times when you are going to develop like a machine learning model, in that case, many times when we have the whether the value is true, output is true or false, in that case we have to change the values. So by using this function, this statement, we can convert the data according to our desired format. So here these are some examples. Okay, so we following these statement I put here, but we are not changing. Okay, so in the first step we have the summary of the data. We have the updated data set, and if you need the descriptive statistical analysis, we can do. So all the steps which we are discussing here are the part of data cleaning and prepare the data for data analytic. Okay, so here we are checking the descriptive statistical analysis. Here we have the summary, and we already discussed about the summary. And when you will run this command, okay, so this is the summary about all the variables having the values numerical. numerical values. Okay, so this is the MPG variable, minimum value, maximum value, first quartile, median, mean, third quartile. Similarly, with respect to all the other variables, you can see. So by seeing, by using the summary, we can have the entire information about all the values. Okay, and we can study this summary, and we can easily get some study which variable have the more impact on the our data set, or which variable we need to include in our study for the data analytic or for other type of the study which you want to do. Okay, so all these things will be helpful when you will do some case study or a real data set. So these are the steps which you can use easily. Okay, and then we have the mean, median, standard deviation of the column. Sometimes actually we have mean, median at this place, but sometimes if you need mean, median, standard deviation of the particular variable, or any kind of the you need to find out the correlation or other type of the statistical method you need to apply. In that case, how you can select the particular variable from your data set. Okay, see this statement: from our updated data. Okay, this is the our data set, and there are several variable, and MPG is one variable among all these. So we are choosing here only one variable, that is MPG. MPG is the first variable from our data set, you can see here also. Okay, so we wanted to calculate only the mean of this variable. Okay, and by using in this way, you can easily select the variable from our entire data set, whether it is in the CSV file or Excel file, text file, or from our cloud base. Okay, so the operations which we are trying to apply at this place are similar, there's no difference. But the thing is how you are operating, how you are accessing the variable, how we can use the functions for statistical analysis, or to apply the descriptive. Okay, so summary will turn some information which you can see, but other than these minimum, maximum, median, okay, we have some more functions which you can use. Okay, so here this is the example you can see. So here when you will run control and enter, we have the mean of MPG. If you want to use the other variable, like I have uh, you want to use uh, this one. Okay, so what you will do, I'm copying for this place, and I will replace this variable. Okay, so now we have dart, and now I will control and enter. So this variable has been selected. Earlier the MPG mean is, you can see here, 20.09062, but the date of the same dart we have is 3.596563. Quite simple. Similarly, you can get the median. Okay, you can get the standard deviation, you can get the sum of all the values. Okay, sometimes we need, and sometimes what happen, uh, you have developed your own function for statistical analysis, rather than the functions which is different from the existing formulas, and which is not available in R programming. But you need to use, and you need to compare, you have to analysis. In that case, you need to write your own function. So in that case, you have to use this type of the function, some length of the variable, and then you can easily create your function and you can use for your study. But that is the other way. In the coming ways, or there will be any other session, then we will discuss more about the detail how you can write your own function. But here I did not consider how to create the functions, but right now for this workshop we are using only the inbuilt functions. Okay, so this part is important for those who are working in pure statics, and they are creating new functions, and they are studying in a different way, creating the function, and they want to use the dataset for that particular function which they have created. In that case, they need to create the function and they have to analyze. Okay, but we are not a statistician, just we are using the inbuilt functions. So all the functions which are inbuilt inside our programming, how we can use. So these are the few examples. Okay, and here is the minimum value. You can check here. The total sum is we have 642.9, and this will return the minimum value, and this is the maximum value. So all these functions I have already provided you inside the file which I share with you today, containing 37 pages. Okay, so there are some more functions, statistical functions. You can check them and you can try for this data set also. Okay. Any question related to these this discussion? Uh, if you have any question, please you can unmute your mic. Anyone, please, if you have any question. Dr. Tejinder ji, are you there? Dr. Tejinder?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt? Any question from your side, please?
No, sir. No, sir.
Any question, please?
No, sir.
Okay, Dr. Jesh. Dr. Sima Chawla. Dr. Sima, madam.
Hello, sir.
Any doubt?
Hello.
Any question, please? From I am asking from all the participants. It's okay. I think these are very simple. Okay. So all the participants are silent. I don't know. I am not so perfect, but still, I want to know from your
Yeah,
side if you have any question, please.
Prof. Yeah, good afternoon or good
Okay.
evening.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good
the
evening.
problem here in Nigeria is that we don't have, like, most of us are using our handsets. So,
Oh, Phil Jacob,
hello.
everything is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So here, then if you have some, if you need to check the correlation, here is the function. Okay, this is the correlation, and for the correlation we have two variable. Okay, we are taking here. Why we are using the correlation? What is the purpose of the correlation?
So we want to understand the relationship between two variables,
Yes,
dependent and
ma'am. If
two
we
or
have
more.
two variable and to check the relationship between the two variable, how those are close, whether positive or negative, and the values of correlation lies between -1 to 1, right?
Right? So
What is the meaning of the if the correlation value is 1?
it's perfect
What is the
positive correlation. They are moving in the same direction. Like if one increases, the independent variable increases, the dependent variable will also increase by the same
okay?
percent.
If the value is 0, then
There is no relation between the variables. They are
okay.
independent of each
So
other.
we are checking here. We are taking here two variable from the data underscore cleaning. We are taking MPG, and from data underscore cleaning we are taking cylinder. So these two variables are we are using, and we have the function complete dot obs. Okay, we are using this one, and also we have the plot data plot of the correlation. So see how we have control and enter. So the value is minus 0.852116. So what is the meaning of this one? The meaning of this value?
The inverse relationship.
Uh, we have negative value, right?
Yeah.
So this is the negative correlation, but not perfect negative, highly negative. Okay. And if we plot the graph, okay, and here, yes, you can see. Okay, this side we have, you can see when you will the data, how is the data is scattered. So here you can see in this way. Okay, so this is the negative correlation, but not the perfect. When we have the positive perfect, then positive negative, then this corner to this corner, but this is not the perfect. This is highly negative correlated. The value is minus 0.852162. Okay, and if you have the linear regression, then how we can do? What is the linear regression? We are not studying about the linear correlation and regressions, linear regressions during this session. But here we are using, I think this is very quite simple to all the participant. Anyone can explain about the linear regression? Anyone, please?
So it's like something like y is equal to mx plus c kind of a thing, when the dependent variable, there's a linear relationship and between the dependent and one independent variable.
Okay. So here we have the MPG, one variable, and MPG depend upon these some variables, cylinder and disp, HP, drat. Okay, and all these variables we are taking from data is equal to data claim. So this is the data, and from this data we are taking these variables. Okay, this is the equation, and here we are using LM, LM the function which we are using for linear regression. Okay, so when you will execute control and enter, then after we have the summary model. Okay, this is the entire summary of the model. Okay, and you can see all the values, what are the coefficients for slender, disp, HP. These are the estimated value, these are the standard error, these are the t values. Okay, these are the probability values which are greater than t. Okay, and also we have some more values at this place. Yeah, this is the entire, these are the residuals, minimum value, maximum value, first quartile, median, 3Q. So all the values which are required for the linear regression model we have at this place by using only the single statement. Okay, and here you can see the residual standard error, which is 3.02 on the 27 degrees of the freedom. Multiple r squared we have is, this value is very important, how the value the model is accurate. Okay, these are the adjusted r squared value. Okay, this is the f static, and then p values. P values are very important when you will apply any kind of the model. We will discuss about all these parameters which we have at this place in the next file. Okay, so first we need to only study the um, test all type of, and then we should go through at this place, but the model is here. So how you can um, study or apply the linear regression, and then after if you want to apply, you want to visualize. Okay, so this is the summary. By using the summary function of the model you can get, and then after if you want to visualize, this is the optional. If you want to apply, then you can do by using the ggplot2, and we have this library. Okay, so yes, this library exists in our system. Then after we have the we have already discussed about the how we can plot. Okay, so this is the same thing which we discussed, how we can visualize our data set. Okay, So here empty cars AEX equal to, we are taking here MPG. Then we have the geom histogram, bandwidth, fill. Okay, so these are the colors we are using here. Labs, these are the labs which will include the titles and X label, Y label. Okay, so you will execute this statement, and when you will control and enter. Okay, so this is the distribution of miles per gallon. At this place we have the MPG, and on the right left side we have the count. So what is the purpose of a histogram? Why we need the histogram in data science? Can anyone explain what is the purpose of histogram? We have one variable. Okay, so by using the histogram we can check which type of the data set and how the data set is spread over the sheet. Or you can see here our entire data we have spread like these bins which you can see here. So at 10 we have up to 2, then the highly separated we have from this value to this one, and these are less values, and at this place we have the missing data. So by using this type of the histogram, we can get the information about the data type, how the data is spread. Okay, so this also again help us to apply some of type of the like test. Okay, so there are several tests, and according to the data set and how the data is spread, so according to that we have to decide which type of the test we can apply. So this is also the very crucial part when while applying the test. Without knowing the data set, we are not able to apply the test for data analytic. So this part of the visualization of the data set is also again very important to understand the type of the data, and then according to that we can decide the, yes. Then after we have the box plot, we have already discussed about the box plot in the last lecture, and you can see this is the box plot. And for MPG and display you can see this is the minimum value and this is the maximum value. Sorry, this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value, then this is the first quartile, this is the median, and this is the third quartile. Okay, so this type of the data set we have. And then okay, scatter plot we have. Yes, you can see now. Here you can see the graph. Our data set was spread like in this way. A negative correlation is there, and this is the curve fit which you can see here. Okay, so this is the, and by using this one you can predict the value, or we can use for the recommendation. Okay, so in this way all the steps which you can see here for the data cleaning, and how then after we can use for the statistical analysis. And following the same, if you want to develop some like recommendation model or machine learning model, logistic model. Okay, so the steps above 7 we have to follow all this, and after that we can go for the other study. And all these steps are similar for each type of the study. Whatever you have the data set, whether you are using your own data set from any area like healthcare, or from agriculture, from management, from business, from social science, whether you have the case study. Okay, so each type of, actually the statistical tool are same, but the problems are different. Okay, so I hope this file will help you for better understanding how you can clean your data set and how you can use. Any doubt related to this file?
So I have one question.
Yes,
So when
ma'am.
you were doing that regression example, you showed like a few variables and you ran a regression. So was it like for the dependent variable regression we were doing for one variable at a time, or it was like
Yes, yes,
all
you
the
can, ma'am. Actually, sometimes we can take the two variable, one is independent and one is dependent. Okay, sometimes we have one dependent variable and multiple independent variable. So here we have one dependent variable. Okay, that is MPG. Just 1 minute. Uh, okay, for the linear regression model. At this place, we are taking here uh, for the linear regression model, which we are using here to get the summary. This is the dependent variable and these are the independent variable.
right.
Okay, from the dataset we choose here 1, 2, 3, 4, which are
Mm.
independent and MPG is dependent. Okay, but for the histogram here visualization, we are taking only empty cars and after that yes, plus we have geometry histogram bandwidth. We are taking only the x variable only MPG. Here we have only MPG. Okay, and y is equal to count only. Y equal to count for this histogram. Okay, and then after we have box plot, and inside box plot we are taking two variable. You can see these are the variable. Okay, x equal to MPG and y equal to display. And for scatter plot we are using two variable again. You can see x equal to MPG and y equal to CYL. Got it? So depend
Yes, sir.
on how many variables we are taking. So here in the graph you can see we have MPG and CLG. We are choosing here two variable. One is independent and second is dependent. In this graph which you are observing here, we have two variables MPG and cylinder. Got it?
So when we run that regression, does it give us an equation of the
Method
function?
LM, ma'am,
For
please.
the linear regression one, sir. Does it give us a equation of the function? I mean, like it will develop a function, no, for that.
Uh,
Like,
see,
hmm,
once again, see here, for the when we discuss about the model, okay, this is the linear model. If you are taking the one independent variable or two variable, you can consider like in this way. Okay, so linear means the degree of everyone is one. Okay, this is the linear. Okay, so and this is the dependent variable and these are the independent variable. So this will this is the one model, control and enter. Then yes, this is the summary. Okay, so these are the in the summary.
Hello, Prof.
Summary is regarding only this model which we have created here. Okay, so in the
Hello,
summary
Prof.
you can see the entire information. Okay, all the coefficients you can see, intercept. These are the intercept value. Just from this place you can see these are the residual. Then we have the coefficients which are calculated, estimated value, a standard error, t values are there. Okay, corresponding to each variable CYL display. This is the intercept. Okay, where the curve will intercept. then HP dart. Okay, and then after you have uh, these are the residue standard error, which is 3.012 on the 27 degrees of freedom and multiple r squared. So all this information is related to this model which we create at a space. Okay, but this part is different from this one. This seventh step which we are discussing here is different from this part. Okay, this is the visualization only. Okay, so if you want to take the other variables which we are considering here to fit the curve, then you have to use the other variables also, just like here. Okay, we are taking here the scatter plot, but if you will combine the dependent and independent, but here this plot which you are saying to fit the curve, only two variables are taken. Here two variables are taken, but if you are taking according to the model, then you have to use in different way. Okay, we have to check, but here to fit this curve which you can see here, we are taking only two variables, and at this place you can see method which we are using LM, and this method also we used at this place for the model. You can see here we are using LM linear model. Okay, and at this place also we are using the linear model for this is to fit the curve. For you can see scatter plot is there, and also along with we are fitting the curve. But for two variable, if you are taking including the multiple variable is the model, we have to write in a different way code to visualize in the data set. But here I put only the simple example. If you need the multiple variable, I will include the same example at its place. Got it? Ma'am, got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So see here the model which we are using here, LM. So this is the way how we can use the model. So here this is the geometry point, and we are using geometry smooth, and method we are using LM. Okay. So this is for only the two variable. So everything we are able to visualize at its place in this diagram. Control S. I will include one more example for you for more clarity according the model which we discuss here. This model. Okay, how you can visualize this model also. But this will be little bit complex because there are several variable as you can see at the page. Okay, now few days back I share with you some files in PDF files. Okay, and if you will go through this file, which is the file name is hypothesis test. Okay, so everything we are not able to discuss in the more detail, but little bit we must be clear about the type of the test and what are the conditions where you will apply and how you can apply. We will not go through the more detail about the methods, formulas. Okay, this will take more time, but I will give you some overview. So this is the concept and application of hypothesis testing in statistical analysis, which are highly useful. So this part is very, very important when you need to apply the hypothesis testing. Okay, and what are their applications, how we can use and where we can apply. So all this file is very, very important whenever you need to apply the hypothesis testing for your study. And along with I try to put some examples. Okay, and then after we have some distributions So distributions, if you will go through this file, after that this will be simple. So speedily we can go through this file. So hypothesis testing is a tentative assumption or educated guess proposed for the sake of investigation. In static, it refers to a specific statement about the population parameter that can be tested using the sample data. Hypothesis testing is a fundamental technique in inferential statistics that allows researchers to draw conclusion about populations based on the sample evidence. So this is the procedure how we can apply. Okay, so the process will involve two competing hypotheses. One is the null hypothesis, and we denote it by H0. Suggest no effect or no difference exists. And the other is alternative hypothesis. We denote it by H1. Suggest an effect or the difference exists. So for the hypothesis testing, we have the statistical tests such like t-test is there, z-test is there, chi-square test, ANOVA test, and these are very familiar and we can use them. And simple examples I try to put corresponding to all these tests, and along with their conditions, which test will be applicable for which type of the data set. Okay, so this is very important to understand when you will apply the particular test and what are their specific conditions. So here we have some examples application of the hypothesis testing in medical and health science, evaluating the effective of the new drugs or medical treatment. In agriculture, we can use for comparing crop yield using different fertilizers or cultivation method. In business and marketing, we can use for assessing the impact of pricing, advertising strategies, and customer behavior. In education and psychology, we can use for studying the effectiveness of new teaching methods or behavioral interventions. And environmental science, we can use analyze trends in the population level or climate change over time. So this is the some applications. Okay, and here is the key definition. Hypothesis testing is a formal statistical method used to make decision or draw inferences about the population parameters based on the sample data. It determines whether the observed data provides sufficient evidence to reject a specific assumption like null hypothesis about the population. Okay, so these are the key terms. These key terms are very, very important, and on this basis of the key terms, we can conclude how we can come to the conclusion. Okay, so in the null hypothesis, default claim, no effect, no evidence, and alternative hypothesis, the opposing the claim we seek to support, there is an effect or difference. Test statistics. Then after we need to apply a value calculated from the sample data used test hypothesis, and p-value. This p-value will decide according to this p-value the probability of the observing the test static more extreme assumption, assuming H0 is true. Okay, and this will depend upon the p-value, and I will put we will demonstrate with the help of the example. So this will be more clear about the p-value and how you can get the probability value. Okay, so significant level which will be alpha, a threshold for rejecting H0 commonly alpha is equal to 0.05. Okay, so corresponding to this value we have to consider the p-value, whether the p if p is greater than alpha or p is less than or equal to alpha. So according to that we will consider the hypothesis will be accept or reject. Okay, then we have the critical reason, the set of the values for the test static that leads to the rejection of H0. Okay, and these are the type of the error. These are there are two type of the error. Okay, error one, alpha, rejecting H0 when it is true. When it is true, we will reject. Okay, and second type of error, which is beta, failing to reject H0. Okay, when it is false. So in this case, we will fail to reject. And when it is true, we have to reject as 0. And power of the test 1 minus beta, the probability of correctly rejecting a false null hypothesis. So these steps are highly useful. And here I try to one example. Yes, these are the steps. These are the steps, and we have to keep in mind the above key points. And when you will apply any hypothesis test, in that case, first we have to state null and alternative hypothesis H0 and H1. We have to declare both. Then we have to check the significant level alpha, which and the value of alpha will be 0.5, 0.05. Okay, then select the appropriate test. That this will depend upon the size of the data set. According to that, we have to use one of the test, a Z test, T test, chi-square, ANOVA, etc. We can choose according to our data set and which type of the study is required. Then choosing the one, we have to compute the test static, means we need to calculate the value by using one test. Then after, calculate the p value and compare the critical value, and then make the decision. Okay, so yes, you can see here, if p value is less than alpha, see here, these 2 points are important. If p value eh, p value is less than and equal to alpha, reject H0. And if p value is greater than alpha, then fail to reject. Okay, so here is types of the hypothesis test which we can use. And I tried to provide some purpose. T test will be applied to compare one or two group, or data type is continuous. Z test compare means or proportion large n. Okay, similarly we have the chi-square test association between categories. ANOVA test is there, F test, proportion test. Okay, so these are the some type of the test. And here is we have, I put about each information about the test. Okay, so here you can see the t test and all information I put here. Test is statistical hypothesis test used for to determine whether there is a significant difference between the mean of one or two group, especially when the sample size is small. Okay, and the population standard deviation is unknown. See, this is the condition. Okay, when the population standard deviation is unknown, it is based on the students t distribution and introduced by this one. And what are the properties? Properties are also again very important to understand, for better understand. Okay, so corresponding to each test which are required for study, I put their properties, their conditions, their applications, so that this make more simple as possible for all of you. Okay, so you can see the properties. What are the properties? It is based on the t distribution, and which is symmetric. Data must be symmetric and bell shape. So when you will plot the graph, you have the like histogram. Okay, the shape must be like bell shape, but has a heavier tail than the normal distribution. It is used when the population variance is unknown. It is also reliable small size. The size must be less than 30. Okay, if the size is greater than 30, because t-test is applicable only if when the size is less than 30. If the size is greater than 30, then we will apply the other test. Okay, so the sample size increases, t-distribution approaches to the standard normal distribution, and we can test all these. The data should be approximately normal distributed for small sample. It assumes independent observation. So these are the some properties which you can go through about all these. Okay, it compares means of the single group to non-value between two independent groups or the between paired observation. So you have to study and understand the all the key points. Then after we have the different types of the t-test. Okay, and how you can apply functions corresponding to them are also given here. So here we have the types of the t-test. One sample t-test, test whether the sample mean differ from the unknown value mu 0. This is the function which you will apply. T dot test, this is the function, x is the variable, and mu is equal to mu 0, which is known. Okay. And if you have the two sample, a t-test, how you can apply? Compare the mean between two independent group. You have two groups and you want to compare. Then you will apply a t-test like in this way. We have two variables, x and y. Okay. And for the paired t-test, compare means of the paired independent sample such as before and after the measurement. And this is the sample how you can use uh, t dot test. This is the function x comma y, two variables are there before and after. Okay, I put example corresponding to each one, uh, and paired is true. Okay, so these are the some types of the t test which you can apply, but we are not going through the formulas. Actually, all the functions are inbuilt, but if you need, you can go through. These are the functions which we have described here in the more detail. Okay, and for more understanding, you must study one book related to the statistic, which where we have the foundational methods and examples are there. And if you will go through all these tests with some numerical examples, this will uh, help you for more understanding about all these tests. But all the entire this part we skip. Actually, we want to in this workshop we are using only the R programming, and all the these functions are inbuilt in R programming, and we are using directly. And one more thing, there are some participants who are working in the areas like some are from economics background, some are from social science, some are from medical science, some are from agriculture background. Okay, so this type of the categories, the participant don't have much like background in the statistical background. So, but if they need to use, okay. So the what are the important thing about all these tests? First, why you want to use this test, then what are the properties, and which test you can apply for your study. Okay, if this information you know, you can apply this test for your study. You can have any background. Okay, but for if you need to more understanding, then you can follow any one book. Otherwise, if you have some data set from the medical science, and you need to apply only the test, so all the information what is required for you, having the background from medical science, health science, or agriculture, they can only understand the type of the test, their properties, and where you apply and why you need to apply. Okay, so this understanding is very important. Method is not important. Listen very carefully. Formula is not important, but actually the formulas are only the tool. Why these tools are important? Where you will apply. Okay, so to develop the tools are the part of statisticians, but we have the tool and we need to learn only to apply, where to apply, why to apply. So these concepts are very important to apply for all the participant. Okay, and you need to focus only these things. And the background having those participants having the good background, mathematicians or the statisticians. Okay, they have a good background and they can easily understand all these things and they can apply. So the other test, like you can see here, you can find the applications of the t-test. Okay, so here are the applications. So with respect to every test, I try to put every information which will make you more understanding about the test. Okay, this is the one part. Okay, similarly, you can come to the next, this is the summary about, then we have the Z test, and the data size you can see here. this test will applicable only if n is greater than 30. Okay, so similarly, all the information which I discuss about the t-test, you can go through this file carefully, and as much you will go through, you have the sound information. Okay, this will take some time to understand everything in the one day. For those who have medical background or the other background, don't having statistical or mathematical background, other participant needs some more time. Okay, so don't worry, but you can do. You need to spend some time to understand all these concepts. Okay, and now you can go through all the entire detail, but I will skip to the other this part. Okay, now come to how we can apply in the R programming. So we will discuss only the one part, one test, which is t test. Okay, since I discuss in the detail about the t test as much as possible, but now see the examples how you can use, and also along with the if you have challenge, and for those having the who are non-statisticians or mathematician, you can aid help from chat gpt. Okay, this will make more understanding, and when you have the your own data set and you are using, see the example, and how you can use it. So here we are applying these tests using R. Okay, so hypothesis testing in R, step by step. First, we are taking the one sample t test. Okay, and see, this is the scenario. This is the example. A factory claims that average weight of their chocolate bars is 100 gram. Okay, and we take a sample of bars and want to test if the mean weight uh, differs from 100. Okay, so there are 100, there are some chocolate, and each bar have their 100 gram, and we are taking the mean is, or mean weight is 100, and we will apply at this place. This is a hypothesis test. Okay, see here, so we will apply, we will test here null hypothesis, and we denote it by mu is equal to 100, no difference, and mean we are taking here is, suppose that mean is 100, we are given here mean is 100. Okay, and alternative hypothesis, we are taking mu not equal to 0, mean is not 100. Okay, difference exists. The meaning is that mean mean is not 100. Okay, or you can say difference exists. So here what we are doing, we have to take some data set. Okay, sample data we are taking here, and the weight of the chocolate in grams. Here you can see these are the weight: 98, 10, 101, 99, 100, 97, 102, 103, 99, 100, 98. Okay, so we take this some data set. Okay, one variable is there only. Then after, we will apply the one sample t test. Okay, and see the syntax which I have shown you in the PDF file. Here the same we are using. Okay, syntax which we are given inside the file, we are using the same. Okay, so here, yes, you can see the mu is equal to mu 0, which is known, and this is the mean, and mean we are given, the value of mu 0 is 100. Okay, and in the same way we are using at place. So this is the weight or the variable which is weight at its place. And now then after we are executing this function, just you need to apply the test, and this will return the value. Okay, first I need to run first statement, then I have to apply the t test, and now come to at its place. You can see the t is equal to minus 0.50233, and DF we have is 9, okay, and the p value is 0.6275, which is greater than value of alpha, and value of alpha is 0.05, okay, and alternative hypothesis is true mean is not equal to 100, okay, and 90%, and then we have the interval. This is the confidence interval, and sample estimate mean of x is 99.7, but we are given 100. So this is the mean is differ from the given mean. Okay, and if actually the thing you need some more explanation about this information. Okay, for those this will help you who are not a mathematician or statistician. So you can help, you can take help from the chat GPT for more interpretation about this information. So what I will do, I will copy this information, okay, and similarly you can use for the other. So along with the we can have, yes, I tried at the place how we can use the statement. Yes. So what I will do, interpret the outputs. Okay. Then paste here. So this is the output, and then run. Simply. So this will return you the entire interpretation, and this will help you for more understanding what are the sense of these values. Yes, you can go through line by line. Okay, so here you can see test type, one sample t-test we apply here, and the whether the population mean of weight is equal to 100. Then we apply t-static. The t-static value is we have minus 0.50. This is the value from the output. Okay, what is the meaning of this one? The test static is close to 0, meaning the sample mean 99.7 is very close to the hypothesis mean. Okay, and DF, this is the degree of freedom 9, and the sample size is 10. Okay, this is the degree of freedom. The meaning that the sample size is 10. If we are given the sample size 10, then the degree of freedom will be 10 minus 1. Okay, this is the p value. This is the p value. Okay, p value we have 0.6275. The p value is very large. Actually, this is the value of alpha 0.05. Okay, so if the p value is greater than 0.05, so we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay, no satisfactory significant evidence that the mean weight differ from 100. 95% confidence interval, this is the interval which is for the 95% confidence interval, and this range include the hypothesis testing mean 100. Okay, 100 lies between this range. Okay, this range include then interpretation that true mean weight is likely this one, and which comfortably contains 100. Sample mean we are given, sample mean which we conclude at this place we have is 99.7. The observed average weight is slightly below 100, but the difference is not significant. Okay, the difference which we are calculating here is not much significant. So this is the complete interpretation about the output which we get, and in this way you can interpret the entire information. If you don't have more information about these tests which you are going to apply, but somewhat you can take help, so that this will help you for the better understanding. And also what we can conclude from this, you have the conclusion also. Okay, the data do not provide sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean weight differ from 100. The sample mean is 99.7, and the confidence interval is this one, shows that the true population mean is very likely close to 100. Okay, so when you have this entire information, and the peoples who are working in who are from healthcare science or social science, from agriculture, they can use their output, they can apply the test, and if they are not able to interpret the entire information, the values we have, but we need some more interpretation about this. So as in this workshop in the beginning, um, we include the generative AI and how generative AI can help you for your learning. So side by side we are trying to better use of this generative AI for your learning, for your helping, and whatever you need. So I think this in this way, if you are very beginner and you don't have good sound background about statics and their methods and their application, okay, but the two parts, their applications and the method, are covered by the PDF file which I share with you, and how you can apply by using the RPROMing. Okay, and third part where you can face some challenge, the values which you have got at this place, and what are the meaning and what are the sense of these, you need some more interpretation. So by using this generative AI, you can have in the very detailed information, and when you have your own data set, you can easily interpret all these things. And I think this is the very simplest way which I try to demonstrate. And still, if you have any question, now you can ask from me. Any question, please.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, Dr. Arun Kumar. How are you?
Very nice, sir. Good presentation, sir. I will got so many things from your good presentation. Just simply one question, sir. More than we know that for more than
Just,
two variable,
just, just,
uh, there are
sir,
multiple.
just 1 minute, please.
Oh,
1 minute, please.
okay,
Yes, please.
okay. So when we set multiple regression, we need more than two variables. But when two variables, independent variables, are highly dependent, some multiple linearity problem arises. Now, how to check the multiplicity problem through R? When two variables, independent variables are highly correlated. How to check multiple linearity problem?
For which type of the problem, sir?
Hello, sir.
Actually, your voice is not clear to me. I am using the headphone also, but still there is some.
Actually, I am saying that suppose demand is a function of mainly price and other variable also. Suppose income of the consumer, price of the substitute goods, number of the consumer, etc. Now, if level of income and substitute goods price, they are highly correlated. That affect the demand of the any goods. So now, how to check this problem? How to reduce this multiple
Sir,
linearity problem?
sir, can you please text me?
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
please text me.
1 minute.
Any more question, please?
Hello, sir. I test the question.
Okay, sir, I will put this example in this file, and then after I will share with you. Okay, and you will have the answer. Without example,
Okay.
not easy to explain this part.
Okay. Another question is for taking any data set, whether the test would be the parametric or non-parametric.
Yes,
So
sir,
without
everything.
plotting
Yes,
the
sir.
data
Yes.
set, how to test this is
Yeah, everything
uh,
is possible, sir. Everything is possible. Actually, the thing is that we put here. Actually, the most of the participants are very beginner, and in this workshop, only the foundational examples we choose a simple example so that you have the understanding about this concept and how you can use the R programming. Okay, and if you have some advanced, we can provide you some advanced examples. Okay, we have a lot of examples are there. Okay, and every type of the challenge or the problems we can sort out. But the most important thing is how you can use R programming for the statistical part. Okay, you have some advanced problems, and we can help you. We can provide this type of the examples also which you are facing. But still some more examples we are going to present here, and I hope that this type of the questions you which you are putting will be clear out. Okay, I give only the one example. Please wait for some more examples.
okay, okay,
Okay, and if you have still then you have challenge, we are here to help you. You can contact us anytime. Okay, after the event also you can reach out. Okay, so just this example which you put in the question, I will add this example in the script file which I will share with you, and you will have the your answer. If you have any more questions, you can put in the chat box, and according to that, I will provide you all the examples. And following this example, your doubt will be clear. Okay, there will be no issue. But the most important part only the concept of the tool or the method which you are going to apply. So understanding about the method and then how you can apply. So these two things are important. And when you will apply the how you can sort out the problem, this will be go through the examples and you can get it. Sorry, I am not able to give example right now for this. Actually, I don't have like right pad. I don't have. So and also I don't introduce the this example. Sorry this time, but I will introduce example and then you will justify. And if you have any challenge, contact me. Put in the you can share your problem in the WhatsApp group also.
okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
sir. Thank
yeah, thank you for understanding. Uh, okay, so similarly, this is the one test. Okay, and then we have the one more example here. You can see one more example. Suppose we want to test whether the average weight of the population is 70 kg based on the sample. So here we are taking null hypothesis 70, and alternative we are taking this one. Okay, and then after we have the okay we are taking here set dot seed 127. I think this is the different example. Just 1 minute. Yeah, okay. So here we are using set dot seed 123 and for reproducibility. Okay. So first we need to execute this one. And here we are creating the data set. Okay. This is the R norm. So we are creating the size of the data is 30 and mean we are taking here 72 and standard deviation is 5. Okay. So this will generate the random data set. We have sample data set. And after that, we will apply t-test. You can use your own data set if we have, but we are getting our own sample data by using this R norm function. Okay, random normal distribution. And then we are applying here t-test. Uh, you can see t dot test sample data and mu is 70. Control and enter. So you can see here the values t is t test value is we have 1.9703. df we have is 29. This value is important for us. P value. Only from the P value we can decide whether reject or accept. Okay. So you can see the P value is greater than 0.05. Okay. So true mean is not equal to 70. So this is the same interpretation as we have the previous example. And in the previous example also P value was greater than alpha. And the value of alpha is 0.05. And here also P value is greater than 0.05. You can easily now interpret. Similarly, we have the data set. If you have the data set in your Excel sheet, okay, or CSV file, but here I put the example to use empty cars data set. Okay, you can upload your data set and then read the data set. Okay, so here we are using empty cars data set, heads are there, and here we are taking the example. See what is the scenario. We want to test whether the mean mile per gallon of car in the empty cars dataset is different from 20 mpg. Okay, so this is the step-by-step hypothesis testing which we are using here. So null hypothesis we have is mu equal to 0 and alternative we have is not equal to 0. Then we apply here two-tailed one sample t-test. Okay, and then come to here, apply the test t dot test empty cars mpg, value mu is 20. We have applied the t-test and see these are the values corresponding to this t-test. The data set we taken from cloud base. If we have our own data set, we can import the file and store inside data and then following the same step. Okay, so here you can see the t value, df, p value. Here p value is also again greater than 0.05. Okay, and you have the this is the 95% confidence interval, and the value 20 is lies between. True mean is not equal to 20. Okay, this is the true mean, and this is the mean which we consider. You can see here the given mean is 20, but the actual mean not equal to 20. Okay, but the value 20 lies between this interval. Similarly, you can have one more example. Yeah, this is the two sample t-test. And see here in this example, we are taking MPG AM and data. We have two values, right? And data from empty cars. Okay, comparing the MPG between automatic and manual transmissions. So we have the two values and we will apply here. And this is the way how you can apply. This is the sample two sample test, two sample t-test. Okay, and these are the values. Values will be t values, df value, p value will be always there. And also you can see alternative hypothesis true difference in the mean between 0 and 1 is not equal to 0. 95% interval. Okay, and this is the interval. And you can see this interval is minus 11.2801942 minus 3.209684. Okay, and you can see mean 0 in the group, mean 0 is in the group. So we need some more interpretation. Just copy from this place and go come to here. Okay, interpret. This will save our time. Yes. So I'll complete interpretation about this test we have at the space. Yeah. Here df is not an integer. Which correction is used for the unequal invariance, and see the group mean. Automatic car we have 17.15 mpg, and manual cars have 24.39 mpg, and on average manual cars have higher fuel efficiency. Okay, and then t test value we have is minus 3.7671. And what is the meaning of this one? The large negative t value indicate a substantial difference between the two groups, and you can see this is the difference. Mean 0 and mean 1. 0 and 1 are used for the two groups, and you can see the difference is minus 7.24. Okay, so the negative sign we have from this place, and degree of freedom we have is 18.332. Okay, and p value, you can see the p value. P value is 0.01374. So this value is less than alpha. You can see the p value is 0.001374, which is less than alpha. Okay, p value is well below 0.01, indicating very strong evidence against the null hypothesis. That means to equal. Okay, and 95% confidence interval we have is this one. And what is the meaning of this one? You can go through the detail about this interpretation, and this will help you. Okay, and also we have the conclusion. So with the using the ChatGPT, this you can easily interpret everything which you need. And I think if I want to explain, interpret, ChatGPT can have more interpretation. So this will help you for interpretation your outputs. Okay, numerical values we have, just copy from that place and paste here for the interpretation, and you have in the complete details interpretation of your outputs from the data set. Okay, this will help you for better explanation, better understanding, and according to your desired interpretation you can put and you can use in your study. Okay, I will put only one or two example here. Here is the paired t-test. This is the last example. Okay, so in this example what you can observe, suppose here we are two sample t-test, compare mpg between automatic and so on. Okay, pair t-test, suppose we had before and after modification mpg we could. Suppose that we have the average value and before the average value, and after the we have the before and after the modification of the mpg data. So we have the pair t-test example mpg, and what is the scenario? This is the question what we want to check here. Suppose we want to simulate fuel efficiency of 10 cars before and after fuel saving engine upgrade. Okay, so we upgrade the engine, and what was the average before and what are the average after the upgrade. So we have the two data set. Before we have this data set, and after the upgrade we have this data set. So we when we have the two groups and we before and after, so you can apply paired t-test, and this is the way how you can apply t dot test before after. These are the two variable and paired true, and just you need to understand only the syntax how we are applying the test. So this is the entire the values of t-test, t, df, p values you can see here. We are, if you are not able to understand what is the meaning of this value, okay, just don't waste your time. Yes, everything is there. Now you can easily go through all the entire information which you can observe at space, and this will help you. Okay, so this is all about the today's session. Okay, today uh, very fast I tried to present the entire content. Okay, actually there are some more part which I want to share with you, but the thing is that some content which are like the distributions. So the PDF files I have already shared about the distributions like Poisson distribution, examples and applications are there. You must go through this file also, and as well this file also. Okay, their applications are given. But sorry, due to lack of time, I am not able to present all these distributions. Okay, code is there, but also you can, sorry, I have to share the file. Please give me 1 minute. Yes, I was talking about uh, this file. Okay, distribution, all the distributions I provide in this file. Important distribution application using R programming. This file you can follow a normal distribution and their applications and how you can what are the applications, everything are there is you see in the hypothesis test. And this is the Poisson distribution, examples are given here. Okay, this will take some time, actually you need some statistical background. Okay, but only few distributions like normal, binomial distributions are highly useful for the data science. And I tried here some more distributions I introduced in this file. Along with I will share the file which you can do yourself, and there will be no issue. So here we have the example related to the agriculture data set. Okay, we create the data set here, and then you will study the how you can visualize the data set, and some like a descriptive static is there, summary is there, ANOVA test is also there. You can see ANOVA test is there. Okay, so test you just need to follow the name of the test, what is the syntax to apply, and what are the outcome. And for the interpretation, if you have the any challenge, you can take the help from the generative AI tools. Okay, so what I will do, I will share these files. You can see, yes. So the files will contain related to the chemistry. This file will also will be shared with you. Okay, then I have the file, and now you can easily do. Don't worry, there will be no challenge. This is the economics data set. How you can some few samples are provided you. Okay, and this is related to the biotechnology genotype of frequency. Okay, you can use this these files. All the content I will share with you, but you have to follow all these steps. First, go through the PDF files. If you will go through the all the PDF files, then you can easily understand all the script files which I try to prepare for you, and this will help you in many ways. So this is the all about the today's session, and sorry I don't take much questions from your side, but still if you have any question or the any challenge, you can ask from me. Thank you to all. Yes, any question please? Recording will be there.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, Dr. Uttamji.
Yes,
sir.
sir. I just want to know how to show error bar in histogram.
Yes, I will. You will have the example. The files which I provide you, you
Yes,
have the
sir.
example how you can
Okay.
result. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, mostly all the questions which you need in the beginning, I try to put everything inside all the files, but still, if you have some separate question, just like one question is from Arun Kumar Mandal, I will put this example also, and you can do. And dear participant, sorry, today I forgot to create the feedback form. So if you have any question, welcome, but we can take the screenshot. Today, I forget to create the feedback form. We can skip it. Please open the webcam. If you want to share your feedback about the today's session by open your webcam, you are welcome. So interaction is also very important, and sometimes today lot of the content are there, but I was not able to present everything. Very less time according to the content which I prepared for you. But if you want to share or you have question along with, you can unmute your mic. I also eager to listen you. Jaba Ansari, today I think you put a query. Your problem is sorted out. Ansari madam. Okay.
Sir, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have one query. Like, in
Pariksha
one,
Kesha. Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So, you considered seed as 123 in one of the document while you were, testing that. So you said you considered seed as 123. So is there any specific, significance of that number, or like,
You can try the other numbers, 3 digit only. You can you try to use 4, 5, 6.
okay,
And
any
see,
3 digit.
yeah, and see the difference. Actually, when you will not play with the code, you have low learning. If everything I will explain, you have less learning. If you will play with the code, meaning
Yeah.
you destroy the code,
Huh.
you replace the code, and see what happen after changing the code.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this thing is
Yeah.
also very important for self-learning. If you are not changing the values, the file, as the script file which I am sharing, and you are only following the same script, this is not
So,
the learning. You
okay.
must play with the code, with the script, change the values. Okay,
Sure.
try to import the other files. As I am using only the CSV file, you must try text file, how you can create the text file and how you can use. All these things are very, very important.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it
Yeah.
related to that, like in Python also, like, we consider different seeds and then, sometimes
Yes.
that. So is it the same way that in R also that the same seed you are considering?
Ma'am, actually many things are similar in R and Python.
Okay. Got it then.
Yeah. And that's why both the softwares are very helpful for the data scientist. Data
Okay.
scientists always use R programming as well as Python.
Hmm.
If you are able to understand about the, you have the understanding about the R programming, you can easily learn about Python. Very simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So
Yes.
for all of you, I will organize one session how you can use Python and for the data science. And you will see to surprise that Python is more simple as compared to R programming. This will be simple for you. Once
Okay.
you are using the R programming, and then after when you will switch to the Python, this will be very quite simple. Many
Okay.
syntax which we are using here are same functions will be there in the Python also. Okay, you need not require to remember new functions. Same functions we are using in the Python also.
Okay, sure. Sir.
Okay, but
Yeah.
the most important thing is that when you are using Jupyter notebook, all the things on the same sheet, and this is the very interesting. But you need to introduce how you can use Python as well as R programming, and I am happy that many participants are putting their queries, their questions. Some are reaching me through WhatsApp queries and calling me, and but some of are silent. Not all, but many of the participants are um, have the questions and the queries, and they are sorting their problems. And after the contents which we are providing, also I hope that these are very helpful. So always feel free to contact and to ask any questions which you need or you have the challenge. Okay. So once again, I ask to all the participants, please open the webcam, and I have the screenshot about all the participants. Yes. And sorry, I forget it to create the feedback form today. So don't ask about the feedback form. Your attendance is automatically marked in this meeting.
With photos also, sir. Namaskar, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Itiram Raza Khan. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you? Very
Sir,
nice presentation, sir.
your face always motivate me.
Yes, sir. You same as here, sir. I can see your smiling face always, always motivated.
Yes, I can see all the audience are smiling and motivate me. Yes, thank you. So I always want to see like in this way, and happy and enjoy all the sessions. Share the information, ask the questions. We all are colleagues and we are exchanging the thought. I am also learning from you. Okay, so
We
we are
we
the
are all
same level.
learning from each other. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So
That's the
thank you
best.
to all the thank you once again to all the participants to join me and stay connected to the entire session, and happy learning. And also we need support from your side. Ask the questions, queries, and use the content so that you will be expert in this domain. And in the coming days we will invite you as a speaker. Yeah, I am waiting who will be ready to be speaker in the coming activities. So thank you to all. And if anyone is interested, you can reach out. You can contact us. Okay.
Thank
And we will consider as a speaker in the coming activities. Thank you. And good night.
Good night, sir.